Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and very welcome guests. One day we were just strolling along, the sun is shining, people are smiling. Life is great, isn't it? Then suddenly you run into something blocking your progress. A wall stands in your way and you just can't see a way around it. But the good news is that walls are there to be broken through. My father was diagnosed with angina several years ago and he underwent surgery for it. Now the British Heart Foundation organises the 54-mile London to Brighton charity cycle ride and I was inspired to take part. Now I would love to tell you about the hard training I put into this ride, miles of manly cycling, to increase my speed and stamina, the muscles rippling in my firm thighs, clad in tight black lycra. Thank you. Unfortunately, the only training I did do was to take my bike out of storage, pedal it round the car park, and just dinging my little bell to make sure it worked. The day arrived. I was up at 3 in the morning to head up to Clapham Common, and it's a real party atmosphere, complete with circus entertainers. Some of them could ride their bikes backwards better than I can ride my bike forwards. And just to show off, if someone went to take a photograph, they could just stop, frozen, balanced, just motionless in time. And that was just showing off. So the ride began. And to begin with, I was feeling great. I wasn't so much cycling on my bike, but I was flying, soaring through the streets of London, zipping through junctions, playing cat and mouse with other riders. I was having tremendous fun. But after about 25 miles, things stopped going so well. The hills were starting to get on top of me. My thighs was beginning to burn and I could feel the onset of cramp. My head dropped. I just found myself just fixated on my cycle computer. 25 miles, 25.1, 25.2. This was my wall. And I had to do something because I was just close to giving up. So I took a moment just to centre myself. I turned off my cycle computer, it wasn't helping, and I brought my head up, I took on a stronger posture on the bike, and I told myself that I was going to complete this ride, and in under 5 hours. I turned the attention away from my aching thighs, nice that they are, and instead onto the road just stretching out ahead of me. It helped that I was not in this alone. Hundreds of spectators and volunteers turn out to cheer people on. Whole villages make an occasion out of this ride. Churches are giving away free drinks, and for my benefit, cake. Brass bands are playing on the village green. Pubs have the barbecue going. I remember one had a sign up saying, "Nearly there, time for a pint." I stayed clear out of people sort of wobbling their way out of it. Support can come from the strangest places. I was cycling along when someone comes up alongside me and says, "Are you Tristan?" Yes. It turns out that he'd been reading about my progress on the internet where I'd been posting about it, and he recognised me based purely on the cycle top I was wearing. There were 35,000 people on this ride, so what were the chances? And that gave me a boost all of its own. You probably got the idea that this could be quite a gruelling ride, so it probably isn't the best place to be making declarations of love. But someone tried, a husband trying to win back his wife. He had paid to put up huge banners along the route, one of which read, "Zoe, the bond that we share could be deeper and stronger than ever. Give us this chance for our bond of love to be stronger again." It was like cycling through a series of Hallmark cards. On the final and steepest hill, the hill which this ride is most famous for, I bet Zoe was thrilled to read the banner which said, Come on, chicken! Flap those wings and shake that tail feather. I'm roostering for you. Forget Zoe. By this point, I wanted to divorce him. At the top of that hill, and at this point my own tail feathers were a little sore, it was all downhill from there. And what a fantastic feeling. Especially that final straight along Brighton's Madeira Drive. 54 miles in 5 hours and 10 minutes. I never did quite hit my target, but I never gave up. That day, I broke through my wall by taking a combination of positive action and with the fantastic support of other people. I never forget that fantastic feeling of that final descent into Brighton, leaving the remains of my wall 25 miles behind me. And the most salient point for me, my father was really proud. So, what walls are you going to start breaking through? Madam Toastmaster.